Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Been a while since we posted some stuff because it was not that much to play and we mainly been streaming on Twitch. But lately it's a bit quiet in the gaming world, at least in the game that we were playing. Things like the Crew Motorfest were sort of waiting on the new island and so on. So we play some other stuff from time to time. Today, let's have a look at the TCG Card Shop Simulator. Trading card game, card shop simulator. Pretty much you run a Pokemon shop basically, although they didn't have the license, so it's called Tetramon, I believe. So we're gonna do some videos on it, some series probably. Maybe we play 100 days or something in the shop or things like that. Or we do some 1-hour videos, we'll see how it goes. It's available on Steam in early access. It came out a few weeks ago. I think I paid $12.75 or something, I think. We'll start a new game obviously in a second, but I will load... I have been running a shop RMD World Cards for about 60 days. So I will load that to give you an idea of what eventually a shop can look like, or although it's not fully expanded yet, but it will give you an idea. There we go. Shop level 35. We are day 62. We have been running the shop for 62 days. And we have $200 in the account. Because of course, that is already something... although it's only out for a few weeks, a month or something, I think, about this time. There are obviously already a bunch of mods out where people are having a few 100,000 or a million because they're opening 1024 packs at a time and super fast and things like that. Or they're metagaming by only selling one product in the shop, which makes them the most profit, and then they put the whole shop full of that product, which will make them a few 100,000. But that's not what we are doing. We are running the game vanilla. No mods installed, nothing, just pure normal game. And so this is sort of what you end up with. You have your shop over here, which I think you start with 2 windows in the beginning. That's what we will do in a second. And then you can expand it 5 times, I think. 5 windows you can expand. We still have 3 to go. And then over here you have your storage room, which can also be expanded twice. There are some play games going, also not great, I can tell you that. We have some of these boys here, which are smelly boys. You need to spray them down in the beginning until you get some of these machines. These are the small ones. You need 2 of those to get like a guy completely clean, or one of these machines will get him clean in 1 time. You have a cash register, you can hire some staff if you want. We have been running this shop for 60 days ourselves, which means we did the restocking ourselves. We have been running the cash register ourselves. That's something we'll probably change in the new shop, but we will see. Because at the end you also need to open packs. As you can see, we do not have a card table. We have a showcase table where we have some of the best cards. These are the ghost cards, which are one of the best cards you can get. And other than that, we're running some packs in certain shelves. Has to do with capacity, what they are costing, things like that. So we'll go over that in a second in the new shop, but this gives you sort of an idea what eventually you will end up with. A shop with all kind of different products. A bunch of people here playing, which is not ideal. So that are all things that we have learned over those 60 days of this shop. So let's get out and start a completely new one. For episode number 1. So we'll start a new game. Before that, as always, we'll go over the settings if we start playing a new game. That is very simple in this game. There are not that many. So you have your game where you can choose your currency. euros, US dollars, Australian dollars, whatever your currency is. The keyboard, in my case I'm playing on a ZTE keyboard. Most people play QWERTY, I'm guessing. Mouse sensitivity, yeah, not that, you can change that a little bit. You can bring it down or up if you guys going it around. Other than that, I put all these things off. Music, put it a little bit lower. Sound effects a little bit lower. This is a pretty important one. If you put the speed like this, it opens the packs very, very slowly. So you want to rip that all the way to there, so that you open your packs way faster. Show new card, then it's going to, every time it finds a new card, it's going to stop the screen and then goes to the next one. So also here, I put all of these things off. In the display, you just put in your quality. High is the highest you can get. We're playing in 2K, 240 is the highest you can get. I put it on 240, my screen is 144. Which was not an option, so I put it on 240. If you do it on unlimited, then it goes all over the place. You can get, in the beginning I think you get over 1,000. And then you can choose the color of your dot on your screen. It's kind of important because you have to point to everything to get things. So I made it blue so it makes it a bit more visible. By default it's white, I think. You can also go for a cross instead of a dot. And then the language, you have a few options. And then the key bindings, also that, not that big of a deal. Interact with things by right clicking or taking the mouse is right clicking on your mouse, left clicking to interact with things. To throw boxes down or something, I have it on my middle mouse. Open the album. Since I'm using a ZTE keyboard, I just have it on A for album. And then everything else is with WSAD in a QWERTY keyboard, so we go somewhere with keys which are sort of around that, right? The box up, we're gonna make B for box. And that's about it, I think. The next page, I'm gonna put that there, and the previous page over there. And then you can also, that's for your album, to scroll through your album with cards. And these I have on the arrows on my keyboard. I don't use those that much. You usually use 1 or 2 pages. Apply, and that's off we go. That's it. So, as you can see, 2 windows. That's all you get. And then you need to give your shop a name. The cards are called Tetramon. So we'll call it Tetramonium RMD or something. A little bit of our Imperium, right? But we'll call it Tetramonium because they're Tetramon cards. Confirm, and off we go. The first thing it tells you, you will see that we have some tasks on the left. Those are tutorial tasks. I think you get like 5 or 6 or so, and then it's over. But some of them, we're gonna do them, but then we're gonna do something else after that because some of these things are actually costing you money. We start with $1,000. I will just call it bucks because I'm playing in euros. Some other people play in USD or whatever, Australian dollars, whatever. So throughout the video series, we'll probably call it just bucks or something. Our shop level is number 1, and you need 250 XP to get to level 2. That is progressive. That means that level 1 to level 2 is 250 XP, but level 2 to level 3 is 500 XP. Level 10, you need 2500 XP. Level 100, you need 25,000 XP. So it's always more and more XP to get to the next level. You get XP by buying things, by selling things, by opening packs, things like that. So it wants you to open the phone. That's what we will do. This is something you're going to do very often in the game. So let's start with the red one here, pay bills. What does it do? Obviously it pays your bills, but you have rent, you have electricity. When it gets dark you can put on the light, it's going to cost you electricity. And you have a salary in case you have a staff. At a certain moment you will be able to hire some staff, although if you want to be efficient I would wait with that as long as you can. And that's why in the other shop that I showed you earlier with 60 days there, we have basically been running it ourselves, because these guys that you can hire in the beginning, they are slow as hell. So it's better to run your shop yourself until you can get some of the fast guys. But that is only at shop level 30 or something, I think. With these bills you can do whatever you want. I usually pay them at the end of the day. When I switch the open to close sign, I pay my bills. And then whatever you have left you can use to buy something, or then you sort of have an idea what you're working with money wise. If you don't pay your bills, they will automatically go off your account after 7 days. The bills are always due in 7 days. If you don't have enough money, then you go into the negative. Then that number on the right top there will be red. So I just make the courtesy of paying them every day if I don't forget. Sometimes that happens. So that's the pay bills. To go recruit, here is where you can hire guys. You need shop level 10 before you can hire Zachary over here. He's slow as hell on the checkout. He's normal speed on restock, but even normal speed is slow as hell. In my 60-day shop I hired this guy I think for 2 days, and then I fired him because he was forming queues on the cash register because he was slow. So what you're looking for is if you want a guy on the cash register, you want to go at least fast or very fast. This is probably your best bet. Clark over here, cash register, very fast. I don't know what the price is, but you need level 25. Then you need to pay a certain price to hire him, and you need to pay him 400 a day. 400 a day at level 25 should not be a problem. You should be making that. So this would be the first guy. So we are looking at shop level 25 before we're gonna hire this guy. And then later, maybe if we need a restocker, we're gonna look for this guy here, shop level 30. He is very fast at restocking. And then later on, we have some other guys. This guy is very fast in everything. You also need to pay him 700 bucks. But I think this guy is, I think it's 5,000 to hire him the first time. So this is not something we're going to worry about until we are level 25, and then we'll put this guy on the cash register, and then we can open packs, pretty much. So that's the blue thing. Then we have the card game prices. This is pretty much the market, so that you can see what the market is doing. Now what does that mean? That means that since the last day, right? So what you're looking is the products that you have. You have the packs itself, you have all kind of side products, you have figurines, you have some board games. So these are all these things. There is also a cards market to see what the price is for these things. That might be later. It might be possible that it becomes a co-op and that you can actually trade cards with somebody. Then you can see on the market to see what these cards are. If you want to trade with something, let's say this one is 7.5, then you want to trade some card which is somewhere around that same amount of money. And eventually we're looking for all of the cards of the collection. 111 pages of the base cards. 1332 I believe, because every page has 12. 1332 base cards. Then we have the Destinies, same story, 111 pages, 1332 that you can collect there if you want to get your collection complete. These are all things that you could buy licenses for, and then you can sell them in your shop. That's sort of how it works. You buy the license for a product and then you can sell it in your shop. And then you have the ghost ones. This one you cannot buy. You have the white ones, you have also some black ones, as you can see. At the moment, I think 7 pages, because they already added a few. I believe there are 80 of these. So 2,600 something plus 80, so 2,700 and something at this moment in time cards in the game. So that's a lot of cards you need to collect. So that is that page. Then here you have your events. These are basically tournaments that you set up for your play tables. By default, it's on the standard format, which means that people that play on the table are going to pay you $7 an hour with a zero cost, so there is no prize pool. You can edit that to other formats where the fee is higher to play, but then it's going to cost you. You need to set up a prize pool every day and you need to pay that. The problem with the play tables is, if there are people sitting on the play tables, they are not buying stuff in your shop because they are sitting on the play tables. That is something that we have learned. Play tables are costing you money rather than making you money. Although at the end of the day, it will give you a value that you have earned this amount throughout the day. But those are people that normally, if they are not sitting on the table, if you don't have tables, then they will come into the shop and they buy something. You're going to make more from them when they buy stuff than when they are sitting on those tables. We'll put up a table at some moment. We're going to get a tutorial task where you need to put up a table, and we're going to put it up. We're going to quickly let 10 people play, which is the next task. And then we're going to box up that table and we'll put it somewhere away. Maybe we use it later, but because there is an achievement where I think you need to let 25,000 people play on your tables. So at a certain moment in time, you're going to need some tables if you want to get all the achievements, for instance, if you're one of those that want to get all the achievements. So that's basically the four bottom things. Here we can go to the settings again, also available on the phone. And then of course you see those windows, those are expansions, 5 windows, but every time you expand it sort of goes 25% of the wall. So you need 4 expansions to completely upgrade a whole window. And that's what you can see here on the hammer symbol. So you need shop level 2 to do your first expansion. It will cost you $300. So what you're basically looking for is you look at a whole row and say like, okay, the first window to the left there is $1,800 in total. The second window is another 4,500. Third window is 8,800. And then this one is somewhere around 13,000, I think. And then the last one is 22,000 something. So that's a lot of money you need to earn to expand your shop. And then you have shop lot number B, which already cost you 5,000 to unlock to begin with. That is that thing over there, which then also can be expanded for one window 1,800 and then another 4,500 for the second window. It's supposed to be your storage room, but you can also make it your playroom. We put our play tables as we did in our other shop, for instance. So that is sort of all kind of things on the site, right? You have your market, you have your prices, you can hire people, you need to pay your bills, that's all this. And then, but these 4 things are the ones you're going to use the most. The dice symbol here are things which you can see, shop level 5, 7, 11, 17 and 24. These are pretty much the board games. If you want to sell those, you need to buy the license. You always need to buy a license before you can sell something in your shop. And the license will unlock, that's what the shop level is. So if we are shop level 5, this thing will unlock, and then we could buy the license for $200 and then we can start selling it in the shop. That's sort of how the system works. So these are, at the moment there are 5, but I'm assuming, since this is an early access, there will be more products coming here at some point. So you're going to use that from time to time. And then the blue one is the stock order. That's where you will find most of the things. So you have the packs itself. A box of 32, a box of 64, and then we have the card boxes. There are 8 of these packs in one of these boxes. This one you can buy 4 of them, this one you can buy 8 of them at one pint. So yeah, whatever you have a license for. Then we have, these are sort of the common ones, these are the rare ones, these are the epic ones, and then you have the legendary ones. As you can see, the 8 bucks for the highest color in the base is level 30 required. Then you have some nature elements, fire, earth, water and wind for the base cards basically. And then we have the destinies, which is the second page in the album in a way. Same again, normal ones, rare ones, epic ones and legendary ones. And also those have the nature cards as well. So that is the booster packs that you can buy, all kind of money as you can see. The highest here available is level 50 and 5,000 to buy the license. And then all kind of accessories. The cleaner is one of those things. If a smelly guy comes in, we'll have some green smoke around him. You need to spray him with the cleaner can in the beginning. Later on you will buy some machines that will do it for you, but... And then all kind of card sleeves. We have white ones, yellow ones. Then we have the dices. Some more card sleeves. There are 6 different card sleeves. Then we have these dex boxes. 4 different colors, I think. The license not that that's one of these things that you can get pretty quickly. The license is not that expensive. You have a box of 8 or a box of 16, whatever you want to unlock. I usually only do one of them. Like these, we probably go for the highest one, which costs 100 or 200, not much of a difference. Then we have some binders, collection books, where you put your cards in. And then a bunch of playmats, I think in total about 18 or 19 meanwhile, because they added a few the last day. And then we have some comic books, which are at the moment also 12, I think. Yeah, 12 different ones. So yeah, a lot of products that you can get, and then we go to the figurines, the same story. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 different figurines, and then question mark, which is the cartoons figurine, I believe. The Toons. This is only 1200, right? So that is something you can buy pretty early, I guess. The other things are this one here. Level 80 required and 20,000 for the license. So yeah, that is sort of what you can find there. And then if you need shelves or something, also quite important, that you will find in here. So these are the most things that blue one and this one is the most icons you're going to use in the game. What is the best shelf in the game? Probably this one, but it requires you level 30 again. This has a capacity of 64, I believe. Then you have some personal shelves and showcase tables. Here, if you put this on, you can put your ghost cards on here. People will not be able to buy that. It's more like a showcase display in a way. You have a big one, you have a smaller one, you have some personal things. Also there, people cannot buy from. This is just, if you want to stock something for your personal use, like for instance cleaners or so, you can put it in these personal shelves. This is the biggest spray machine for the smelly boys. Then we have some card tables where you can put cards on which people can actually buy. All kind of different sizes, that's what that means basically. You can buy an extra cash register at some point. This is probably the best machine. It's 1,500 bucks. And it will, if a smelly boy comes in, it will completely clean him out. Unlike with this one, you need 2 of these, because one machine will not spray him completely clean. Then you have to run behind him with a spray yourself and finish up the thing. So you can buy in the beginning, because these are also level locked, of course. So in the beginning you can buy this thing, then you have to buy 2 of them. And then we have some for the storage room. We have some small storage vents, and there is also a big one, which is 1,000. If you want some extra bins for inside, you can buy those. We have a workbench. all the duplicate cards, which are like worth nothing, you can use that workbench to put them in a bulk, and then you can sell the bulk cards in the shop, basically. So it's one of those things that you will buy pretty early. But in the beginning, what are the best shelves? Probably this one. For the packs, definitely, because it's 5 times 32, so it has a capacity of 160. These things is 3 times 48, so it has 144. So these two are actually, even on a late level, these are the best shelves. Until you can get that thing here, like for figurines and so, plushies, you want to get this shelf. Also for the card boxes, this thing you can store 64 in them. So, but that's level 30, so we are not level 30, we're just starting. But I just wanted to go over whatever is available in that phone, because you're going to use that phone constantly. Also throughout this series you will see me use this phone, so I will pretty much show you what is in there. Okay, so what do we have at the moment? Not much. We have a cash register and a shelf. This thing is already not a great shelf. The problem is I can't buy shelves at the moment, so we're gonna have to do it with this for now, because it's 32.96. Capacity of 96, which is already not great, because one of those metal racks for 200 bucks can hold 160. So I can put like 96 times 292 in here. I can put 192 cards in here, but I can put in front of that, I can put 2 metal racks which are equally wide, and it can hold 320. So this thing, as soon as we have the shop level 2, we can buy the metal rack. We're gonna replace this thing, we're gonna buck this up, we'll use it later for, maybe for the board games or something, or other than that, not advisable to use these shelves. But at the moment we have to start somewhere, so let's go. So I'm gonna buy 6 of these. We have 1,000 bucks. Plus fee, of course. You have a delivery fee. So 338 bucks. So we're gonna buy those. Close the phone. It will be delivered outside, so of course you need to pick it up. You can open the box, and then you just walk up. Hold down the left mouse button, it will put all 32 on there. Also here there are mods available that you can just click once and it put all on the shelf. So yeah, people are there are 10 or 15 mods already, I think. But we play at vanilla, so we'll take our time. But also buying stuff and putting stuff on the shelf, as you can see, is giving you XP. There we go. You can pick up this thing by pressing R, and then you can move it around. With the mouse wheel you can rotate it wherever you want to have it. So, now if you want to be as efficient as possible, then you do this. You put this thing close to the door. Then people can get immediately on it. You put your cash register next to it, so that they are not going to run around in your shop like an idiot. People will come in, they will buy, you buy, they go out. Quick and easy, it's going to make you the most money. Now, of course, is this enough for today? Probably. Maybe not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 more boxes. Should have done that immediately, because now I have to pay an extra delivery fee if we order 8 in total. I'm gonna already open them. You can put them down, click, bam. Because eventually what you want to do is you want to put a cashier. Once we are level 30, we can get the fastest guy on the cashier. You want to put him on the cashier. And then you can just rip up packs. How do you rip up packs? The same thing here, right? But we will learn that in the tutorial. So we'll just play it vanilla as we go. It's 8 AM, it's day number 1. Let's go. Oh yeah, I need to set the price first. Also the price here. If you go look at your pack, the unit price is 170. So we are paying 170 for this thing. Don't let them fool you with that either, because if you click on this, you will see the market price is 318. So we're already making profit. Even if you sell it on the market price, you're already making big profit because we are buying them on 170. So don't say like, oh, market price is 318, I need to make some bucks, let's put this on 450 or something, right? You can do that. You make $2.80 profit, but and that is because you make profit compared to the price that you pay, and you pay 170. But then people will not buy that much because they will not be happy and the price will be too high or whatever. So what I usually do is go market price plus 10% and then round it up. It was 350, so that's actually good enough. You don't need to round it up. So we will sell these things on 350. If you don't want to work with 50 cents, then you can of course adjust it. But then we are still making about 30 cents on the market price, but we are buying them on 170, so we are actually doubling our profit from the price that we pay. That's what you sort of look for. We're buying them on 170 and we are selling them on 350, so we make more than what we pay for. So if we sell a box, we can buy a box for free. That's what it basically. So that's done, and now we can open the shop. The first day, there's not much else you can do because you need, as you can see, the next task is successfully complete 5 checkouts. We have a very small shop. That means 5-6 people at once can come in on the shop, something like that. It depends a bit what level you are, what products you have, and how big your shop is as well. This is obviously with the ATM, you just type it in your numpad. If they pay with money, then you have to go open the till and see what the change is. Just press the space bar if it's fine. You can hold down your mouse button. These are the best ones. The ones who pay with ATM, you can just type it in your numpad and press enter. If you work with a controller, then you have to use that keypad that shows up there, obviously. But as you can see, the first day goes very slow. You can see the time ticking there, so I don't know exactly. I think the time goes 7, 8, maybe 10 times as fast as in real life. So it's probably 7-8 minutes for an hour or so. That's probably faster. Because now we're of course working with these 50 cents because we have our pack at 350. But that varies every time you open a new shop or a new game. It varies the price, the market price varies as well. Beginning we tested around a bit with different shops, and I had shops where I could put them on $4. I have shops where I had to put them on 3. Now we apparently market price is at the moment is 350. You can of course also just give them a $5 back. That's also an option. You can give them $1 more, I think, than what you actually need to give back change. We're restocking ourselves. What you also want to do is you want to keep some empty boxes in case you want to maneuver something around. That's the easiest way. Like here, 9.5, I can just give him a $10 back. If you want to work faster, that's all works. Of course, it's going to cost you $0.50, but same here. I can give him back 20 instead of click, 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 and then go to the 50. That's of course because the euros are not very well organized in the till. Like for instance, the 50 euros we never use ever. So they should remove that and make it 20, 10, 5, 2 and 1. The 2 euro coin is not in the till, as you can see. So what they should do is they should make it 20, 10, 5, 2, 1. That would actually work. I think it's the Australian dollar, I think it is. If you put in an Australian dollar, they actually have a $2 coin in the till. Because in real life there is a $2 euro coin as well, but it's not in this till here, so that's something they need to change. Especially seeing you never use the 50. That would be best if they all pay with bank card. That's just numpad enter, numpad enter. It goes fastest. We are making profit now because we are back over 1,000, as you can see. We started with $1,000, we have 1,005 now. But of course we're only selling one product, so we do not have that many because people come in for a certain product. That is also something you have to, we'll have a look at after this day, but normally we should be okay with the reviews. You try to keep your shop review with a rating of 4.5 or higher. That would be okay. But if there are some things happening, like a few smelly boys that sneak in or something, then it smells, then you're gonna have some reviews where people say like, hey, it smells there, don't go there. Then it immediately is gonna put your review shop thing in a bad daylight, and then you're gonna get next day, you're gonna get less customers if you have bad reviews on the app. So that's also something at the end of the day that you need to check. Sometimes you will also see like, oh, you know, I drove 50 miles for this product and I couldn't find it because the shelf was empty or because you're not selling that product. So then that's probably the license you want to buy for the next day, if they're asking for something specifically, in case that guy comes back, because otherwise your review rating is gonna keep going down. Lower review rating you get, the less customers you will get the next day. You can do all kind of side stuff, of course. Like now we need to open some packs. This is the next task, but I'm just letting it run so that gives you an idea what's going on during the day. And then we'll see at the end of the day what we'll do. Yeah, the other thing you have is around 5 PM. You will see that the shop is gonna get a bit darker. Now, you can run it dark, of course, or you have a switch here to put on the light. That's of course gonna cost you electricity. We have a smelly boy here. We might not get a bad review from that because there was no other customer in the shop. But what you normally want to do is put some spray on him, which we do not have. So that is already the first thing that we have noted. Okay, we need to get that license. But I just want to run the day like normally now. So we'll just at 9 PM we will close. So I'm just gonna let it run till it's 9 PM. And then we're gonna make some changes. And you usually get one of these either in the morning or in the evening. You're gonna get some guy who is usually spending a lot of money. 87 bucks and a half, that's the most we sold today on one guy. That will go up at some point. You will have guys coming in for 300, 400, 500. I think 640 or something at some point. Just from stuff like that, right? Another smelly boy, so yeah, another reminder that we definitely need to get that spray out. Meanwhile, we have shop level 3. 690 XP we need for level 3, so yeah, I'm not sure how it exactly works. I thought it was 250 XP extra for every level, but apparently it's more, so. But it's okay, we only need a shop level 2, which unlocks some stuff we can buy the license of, or the thing you have with the shelves is you don't need to pay any delivery fee. So all of the shelves and tables and things like that that you buy, you can just order them for the price which is in the phone. But everything else that you order, you want to order all at once, because then you only have to pay one time your fee to deliver it. So yeah, we made 400 bucks at least today, because we have 1400 now, but we also bought some stock before we started, so we probably made about 1000 bucks today, I think. And that is of course the thing, like, you know, if you play vanilla game, you're always buying licenses for the next product. And then you have to restock, and then you need to buy those things, and you have an upgrade cost, and that's why in the other shop you saw that we had 200 bucks at day 60. We had 200 bucks in the account. Because we played it like as it's supposed to be played, and then you're pretty much every day you're broke again because you buy something new, and then I think it will only go up once you have a bunch of really good duplicate cards. So you can sell those, and then when you have all the licensing for all the products that you can put in your shop, Then you don't have to buy licensing anymore, and then you're only making money from that moment on. There we go. That's the end of the day. So what I usually do is close, pay the bills, 0, fine. First day is for free apparently. And then now what I'm gonna do now is this. We're gonna box this up, put it on the side here for now. You can also put it outside if it's in your way. If you box it up, you can put it outside. You cannot put that shelf outside. But if you put it in a box, you can. So I could do this. Put it here in the storage room, which we do not have, but whatever. It's out of our way. You might find it in the middle of the road here because these fools, they're running into it from time to time. And why am I doing this is because that shelf is not the best. We are level 2, which means we can buy these things. We have unlocked a couple of things here, 6 already. So we can buy these shelves, which are 300, but the capacity is not that great. These are not great shelves. Later on we might use a few for the board games or something like that, but other than that I would not use these. They are completely... They're equally wide than 2 of these things, and these 2 have way more capacity. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy 1 or 2 of these, definitely 1. But seeing it's the only product we have at the moment, we're probably gonna buy 2. You can just order them, they will not cost you anything specifically. Now you can of course make that shop a little bit, pick up the box, open the box, and there is a shelf. So you can put it over there. If you want to be efficient, you put it here, of course, but we're not going to do that. We're going to make our shop a little bit, you know. And it's also very easy to count because these are 5 boxes. So if we order 10 boxes, then both of those shelves are full. If we can afford it, of course. 544 we can, plus so we're gonna add it to the cart. What else do we need? We need this spray here because these smelly boys, we need to spray them down, otherwise we're gonna get bad reviews. So we'll buy the license of that, which is only 150. The 300 is locked till level 9, but it's the same as this, only double capacity. But this is fine. This is 8, this is 16 in a box. From these things, you have that with several things. Also with the cards, make a decision which of the 2 you want to buy. Don't buy both of them. That's only going to cost you money for no reason. So we decide to buy this, fine. Then of course, if you want to have 16, this is 1 box, this is 2 box, so you have to run twice with this thing. But this is fine. We unlock the license. They are costing us about 59. You can probably sell them for like 15, although we are buying them at 7.5. So it's always about double the amount that you can charge for it. So what I'm gonna do is buy 2 boxes. $600, we can afford that. Yep, that's fine. We have 200 bucks left. What I'm gonna buy is a personal cabin is what I'm gonna buy. They're also 150, but people cannot buy from this. So this is your personal stock in a way. So I'm gonna buy 1 of those. And I'm gonna put that thing here. Yeah, we're gonna move that later because we need some spray machine next to that, which will cover the entrance, but at the moment we'll just put it here for now. And then we'll see how far we need to put it later on. They can hold 12 over there, so... It's exactly 32, so it's those shelves are definitely the best. Now, seeing this is our only product, we have two of them, as you can see. But once you get more products, you can do with one of these shelves for every color of the packs. So once we have the license for orange, we're gonna put that second one, we're gonna make that the orange one. But for day 2, we have, this is the only product we're selling, so we're just gonna make sure we have enough stock so that we don't have to restock during the day. Because I don't have enough money to buy another shelf, because I could buy some more licensing though. Because we have some card sleeves that we could potentially unlock already. Now, what you can also do is this. You can close that box again. And this one as well. And then you can sort of put them on a pile. So that's another option. So now we have 120, 240 of these things. That's more than enough for a day probably. Okay, the task tells us to do this. So we'll open 8 of them. You can hold 8 in your hand by right-clicking on your mouse. Then you press A to open it. Or Q, and then you click it, and that's how you open a card, by one clicking. $5.26. 19 cents. Or you can also just hold down your mouse button, and then it goes like this. Of course, this is the first pack that we open, so they're all new. Also new, so that's 14 already. Here we already have 2 doubles. 2 which do not say new, which means they are duplicates, which means you could potentially sell them. Obviously, these are not worth anything. You want to sell the big cards. And that's why also the card table, don't let them fool you with putting out that card table. You're going to have a bunch of dissatisfied customers if you have an empty table. And if you're running the cashier yourself, then you don't have time to open packs. So you need to find some sort of rhythm between opening packs and running the cash register. I opened 8 now, we only needed to open 3 I think. And the best we got was a $5 card so far. Because this is all bulk in a way. Later on when we have a workbench we can also make bulk of that and then sell the bulk. So now it wants us to buy a play table and let people, which is $200, which we do not have. So the only thing we can do is open and make $200. We will put the play table out there. We will let 10 people play, which is the next task, and then we completely are going to box up that table again, because those are people sitting on the table are not buying in your shop. So that's something we learned. So you close the day, you will get an overview, And as you can see, as expected, 5 dissatisfied customers. It's about somewhere between 10 and 20%, depending on what happens during the day. There are a few smelly boys. If there are certain shelves which are empty, then you're going to get some dissatisfied customers. No matter how perfect you run your shop, you will never get that number. It's always about, in this case, 37 have visited, 36 have paid. So one guy was dissatisfied. Maybe he was in front of the door while I was explaining things, and we didn't open the shop yet. So he's dissatisfied because the shop was not open at 8 AM. So it's always something. You don't know why they are dissatisfied, you can't read that anywhere, but it's always about, don't worry about it, I would say. It's always about 10-15%, sometimes 20% of the people which are dissatisfied. What's more important, what did you get? We made $896 yesterday, which we then immediately spent. We did not get anything from cards, not anything from games. So this is what you can see, like, if you put a table out, you will see what the difference is. You will get some money from the games that have been playing throughout the day, but you're gonna make less money from items because those people that are playing on the tables, maybe at the end of the day when they leave they might buy something, but the rest of the day they are not. And they are taking 2 spots of AIs which normally would walk in and buy stuff from you. So play tables is not the way to go. Card tables, if you don't have enough cards, and then I'm talking about 2-3 pages in your album which are worth putting up, then do not put up the card table. If you put up the card table and you don't have cards to put on there, customers will walk to that table, shake their head, they're dissatisfied, they walk out. That's costing you a customer. So play tables and card tables only if you have a big enough shop or if you have enough cards to put on the table. Otherwise, do not put it up. Just box it up. If you have enough in a day or 3 to put cards up, then you can put that day, you can put up the card table. You also need to, if you have a card table, they will immediately start buying cards. So you have to restock it like 2-3 times a day. So you need a few pages in your album which are actually enough cards to restock and worth putting up. So then we are looking for cards which are $15 or more, because that's at least what people are buying. Don't put up cards for $2 and $3, because if somebody buys 10 packs from the shelf there, then they pay $35. So why would you put a $2 card up? That customer can walk to that shelf and buy 10 packs for $35. They will make you more money. But of course, we have to put it up now. The play table, we need to let 10 people play. We need to put up a card table, we need to sell 10 cards. So we're gonna have to buy it and then box it up and put it away from to later. So we made $896, but of course we upgraded because we bought licenses and supply costs, which is the packs that we bought. Day number 2. Immediately open. We immediately have a smelly boy, so what you do is this. Spray him down till you see the blue thingies. That is something that will later be done by a machine, but now you have to do it yourself. And there was a perfect example why you do not put cards up for $2, because that guy, here again, yeah. Why would you put up a card table with $2 and $3 cards? This guy buys $10, the other guy 31. And the same goes with the play tables, right? They will make you some money throughout the day, but those are customers which are not buying any of your products because they're playing on the tables. You also need to pay attention to what they are saying. This guy say fair price. That's fine. If they say this is fine, fair price, then it's all good. If they say like, oh, I need to think about it, or blah blah blah, that probably means that you have your price a little bit too high. And if they say like, whoa, I need to get one of those, then it means that you have your price a little bit too low. You're selling things too cheap. I've also noticed if you make sure that in the morning your shelves are full, they buy more. Just giving you some tips as we go from what I learned from the other shop that I run for 60 days. So at the end of the day, seeing I'm running the show by myself here, I'm not hiring any staff till we are level 30. Then we'll hire the fast cashier, and that's when we start properly opening packs and things like that. Now we are just running the cash register and keeping an eye on the smelly boys so we can spray them down before we get bad reviews. Until we have enough money to buy some machines. But one machine from the one that we can buy now, I think we need level 5. Yeah, this machine here we need level 5. It's 500 bucks. One machine will not do it. So you need to buy 2, which is 1,000 bucks. Then you can put one on the left side, one on the right side of the entry, and then you don't have to spray them down anymore. Then you just put cleaners in that machine and it will spray them down for you. Unless you have 2 smelly boys coming in at the same time, then one might actually sneak through, then you still have to run behind him. Okay, so they want us to buy a play table, which we are doing. I will show you another trick with that. Can I fit it in here? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. I'll put it here for now, because it will not stay here for long. Because now the next task is to let 10 customers play in the shop. These are just customers, so that's fine. He walks out. But this guy, so this guy is fine, right? He's gonna put himself on the table, but he already bought, so this is okay. This is not something we have to worry about, because he actually bought something. But some of these guys are gonna come in and just sit on the table. They play for half an hour. They pay you $3.50, and they do not buy anything. That's why you don't want to have play tables up, especially in the beginning. They're costing you money. Like this guy pays here 77 bucks. What you can do is walk up the table, press R. There we go. And why do you do that? That's how you kick them off the table. And then as you can see, press R again. That's 4 players. So if you do this 5 times, you kick them off, you can fold your table, put it in a box, and then you have done your task to let 10 customers play without those 2 sitting on the table taking away an AI position in your shop for an actual customer. Or you can just let it go naturally, and then it probably will take you a day or maybe 2 before you have actually 10 people playing in the shop. So every time there are 2 people, they are playing, you go to that table, you press R, they will kick them off. Also at 9 PM when the club shows us, you shut down your shop and there are still people playing, just kick them off by walking to the table and press R on the table. That's like if you would pick it up, and that will automatically kick them off. So hop, go. That's 6 people. So we always make room for 2 new people, and once we have that task done there with 10 players, we'll box up that table and get it out. We'll put it up later when we have room for it, and when we have a big enough shop that we still have customers enough to actually buy things. Like this guy is just gonna sit on the table, he's not gonna buy anything. Get out of my table. And when they leave, they actually buy sometimes. But not always. Sometimes they just walk out, so then you only have like a few bucks from them from playing on the table for an hour or two. If they're playing for 2 hours, then they pay 14 bucks. $14, that is that's only 8 packs here. Some of these people buy more than 8 packs. So we're gonna let these guys play. Yes, GG, that's it. And we box up the table and we'll never use it again till probably way later. And now we're gonna do the same with the cards. We're gonna buy a card table. We're gonna open our album. You can hold 8 things as you can see. Quickly set the price on it. That's also something you have to be very careful of. If you do it like I'm doing now, it's actually very risky. Because the AI sometimes squeezing themselves through there. And they pick up a card before you can set the price. There we go. Give me a second. Smelly woman here. Let's always make sure you don't have any of those in your shop. As soon as those 10 cards are sold, we're going to do the same, because that's our next task, sell 10 cards. We sold 6, there are still 4 up. They will probably sell today, hopefully. And then we're also going to box up that table and we'll bring it out later whenever we have enough decent cards, which are like 30 bucks or more. Then you can afford to put that table up. Compared to people buying, look at this. This guy is buying stuff for 63 bucks. Why would you put a table up with $3 cards? That's 30 bucks on the whole table, while these guys are buying packs for 60 bucks. You're gonna make more money without tables. In the beginning, definitely. But now it's one of the tasks, so you do it the first time, but as soon as those things are sold, you also want to box it up immediately. Because other people are going to be dissatisfied, going to go walk, because the AI is sort of programmed in such a way, they are decided already before they come into the shop what they actually want to buy. And which means they're going to shake their heads. Like see, he's shaking his head already. So he's already, that's probably a dissatisfied customer, because he wants to buy 2 cards and he only had 1 available. But our task is done. So we're gonna box this up again. There we go. And now the next task is sell 100 people some things. And I think that's also the last task of the tutorial task. That's what those tasks are. Smelly boy. But they still know for some... Did you see him go to that where I had the table at first? He goes there and he's still shaking his head. So that's why you see that this guy was programmed to come in and buy a card. And he somehow knew that we had a card table here. Oh, I'm gonna take some up here and put them in here, because that's again the same thing. The AI is programmed to go to one shelf and they will buy the amount that is in there. Once they are in front of it, they will decide how much they buy. And if I didn't switch them up, like this guy decided, okay, I'm gonna check 2 shelves, but normally they only check 1. Yeah, now we just need to, we probably need another day after this to get 100 complete checkouts. Because it's 9 PM, we have to close down the shop. No, I don't want that. Box it up. Oh, that's the play table, isn't it? It's always the heaviest. No, you could throw it in the bin, then it's gone. That is one way of getting things. At the moment, I don't think it's in the game yet that you can sell these shells. You can just throw them away. You don't get any money from it though. Okay, that sort of gives you an idea of what you need to buy if you do it like that. So, 1, 2, 3. We'll buy 4 of those. $2.15. And I think we had some licenses that we could get. We'll buy this one here. They are coming in 40, so that's fine. We'll buy 1 of them. That's probably all we're gonna buy. Fill that up. These are packs that we will open. That's the other thing with these metal shelves, is that do your calculations very quickly, because it's exactly $1 for one of those baskets. And this is 20 in one basket, so you fill up 2 shelves basically with one of these boxes, because there are 40 in a box of these. Of course, new product, which means we're gonna set a new price. We'll probably make that $2.50. And we are buying them at 50 cents or so, 60 cents. Let me have a look. Yeah, 59 cents we are buying them. So I could potentially buy another box. Just to have some other product. Later on we will replace that, of course. I'm also gonna keep this, because this is a big box. You always want to have some empty boxes around, big and smalls, in case you need to remove something, or that's the fastest way. Now, of course, we are still gonna open packs, although we don't have a play table and a card table and all that. Let's see if we can get something good. Just hold down your mouse button if you want. If you get one which is more than 10 bucks, it will go ding, and it will actually stop the sequence. Also, there are mods available. People are opening cards very fast and set that value on 100 or 1000 bucks. So the sequence will never stop. Okay. So this is our album, but as you can see, times one, times one, times one, right? We go to the next page. Like here, this is the first one where it says times two. And that's, of course, is you want to get your collection complete as well. So you don't want to sell cards of which you only have one move. So even if you find a $1000 card, you can only sell it if you have two of those. That's what I did in my other shop. I was selling all my expensive cards. That, of course, that gives you a lot of money. You can expand your shop and buy new licensing and things like that. But from this moment, we're gonna only sell the duplicates, and whenever we have them available, preferably 15 bucks or more. Otherwise, it's no point in putting up the card table, as I shown you earlier. It's not enough value. The highest we have now. You can filter by pressing your middle mouse button. In my case, or F, I think is the default. And you can filter on the three cards, right? Tetramon, Destiny, and Ghost. We don't have any Destiny. We definitely haven't pulled a Ghost yet, so. And then you can filter on here. You can filter on whatever you want. If you put in the amount, I'm not sure what it's going to filter on. Oh, there we go. Like this thing here, out of all these cards that we pulled, which were not even that many, we already have 8 of these. So this is a very common card by the looks of it. Once we have a workbench, we can make bulk of that, and then it will put it somewhere in the bulk, and then you get rid of it that way. And then you can set the amount of cards that you want to keep in your album, right? If you set that on 3, then you will have maximum 3 cards of every. If you put it on, I usually set it on 2. One for myself for the collection, and one for putting on the table. And then all the rest you goes into the bulk, and then you sell the bulk. But then you need a workbench, which is $1000. That's for later. So that is one thing. You can put it on number, and then it's gonna put. In this case, page 1 is the picks, and of each of these are the series. Each of them has 12 cards. So you have a common one, a rare one, a silver one, a gold one, a legendary. Full art, and then a legendary full art spoil, and there are like 12 of those, and then eventually a ghost, of course, and that goes for these. So these are the piggies, and then page 2 nothing. Those are the hogs or something, I think. There we go. We have a few of those. Got a few of those, 4 and 2. So you have like, if you put it on filter on number, you start to get page by page the series, and then you know like, okay, I have my series full or not. So that's the number. Type, I'm not sure what that is about. Oh, then it's putting the common ones together, the rare ones together. So then we're gonna have like, on the last page, nothing there. So this is the best we got. This one is $4, this one is $2. And these are the foil ones, I think. The normal foil ones, not the... we don't have any arts yet, we don't have any art foils, so yep. So that is the type. Total value, I'm not sure what that is. And then, of course, duplicates, that's what you want to filter on. Because the duplicates are actually cards you could potentially sell. But the best we got here is 99 cents. Because they are always, the highest price will always be the first card on your first page, and then it goes down from there, right? So these are all duplicates. 2.5 pages. And the lowest one is 2 cents. Of which we already have 8. So yeah, that's a pretty common card, obviously. So this is what you want. You want to filter on duplicate. And if you then have some cards here which are, let's say, well, whatever value. If you filter on duplicates, whatever value, you will just want to put up your highest cards. But they will sell during the day, and then you're gonna have to restock 3 times. So you basically need page 3 or 4, and then you check the last one, and then you know that all the rest will be higher value. So this card here, like on page 3, this is card number 36 basically. If that one is like 15 bucks or more, then you can put a card table in your shop, because then you can put up 10 really good cards. You can restock somewhere around noon, and you can restock somewhere around 4 p.m. and then the cards are always full, and then it is profitable to run the card table. But if you have things sitting in here for a few cents like we have now, then that's not going to happen. That's why I don't have a card table here, right? That's why I have it all sitting in here. Whenever we have 5,000 bucks, we will buy that thing, and we'll put all these boxes in there for now. And then of course you play another day. Let's see what we did today. Probably also a loss, because we bought some new licenses and things like that. We'll see. Today we had 46 people. And here you can see it already, pretty good. Items earned 927. So we only made a little bit more money than yesterday, because yesterday we made 800 something with a shelf of 96. Now we have 2 of those metal racks with the baskets of 160. So we have more items sold, or potentially sold, but they didn't sell it because people were buying stupid cards for like $50 and $1. So they did not buy packs, and we had people playing on the games, made us $7. So this is, here you can see very clearly what's wrong with cards. You need to make sure that if a guy walks in and he buys 10 of your packs, which is $35 at the moment, at the price we have it at $350, then you need to have a card up there of $35 or more to compensate somebody buying 10 packs of you. And that's why you cannot put the card table up for $2 and $3 cards, because that's going to cost you money. Because that, if the card table is not there, that customer will come in and he will buy packs of you, which will be more than that one card that he would potentially buy. And the same for the games. The game will start the next day. The game, if you click on the table, you can set higher events, you can charge more money an hour, but then you need to put up a price pool, then it's actually going to cost you money in the beginning of the day. So yeah, things like that. What we also didn't do is pay the bills. That's normally something I do, as you can see. With this shop, we pay $100 a day. And as you can see here, it's due in 6 days. It automatically, if you don't pay your bills, they will automatically be charged after 7 days. So you know you need 700 for the rent, and then the electricity, yeah, whenever you put on the thing, your cash register is costing you electricity, the light is costing you, once you have these machines here which spray, they will cost you electricity. Salary is checked because we do not have any staff, so that's not costing you anything a day. So we can't pay anything, so the only thing we can pay is the electricity. So we already bought too much of this. I should not have bought that last pack here, then I could have paid the rent. And that's what I normally do. Normally at the end of the day, when I switch this sign to close, then I pay my bills first and then use the money that you have available. We'll do one more day, so that we have the tutorial task complete, and then I will stop this first video of the series. Otherwise it's getting too long. We're already going an hour and a half. Saw some smelly boy, but he's not coming in, so now he is. Hello, mate. So you keep spraying him till you see some blue stars, then he's clean. Now, we only have maybe not enough packs, so we need to keep an eye on that. We might have to restock during the day now, because once you have several products in your shop, one of these racks per color is fine. They will never go empty during the day because you have different products, and people will not buy that many. Now of course they will, because you're only selling 2 products. What was the rent? 100, okay, there we go. We'll pay to make it short. We should get our 100 checkouts today. Oh, it's still not that too far away from the cash register, but the most efficient way is to set your products that you're selling close to the entry point, because then they come in and they are out faster, which means a new AI will spawn in. You will have more customers, but it's not only depending on that though. It's also depending on the size of your store, for instance. Maximum capacity, I believe, if you have your whole shop here expanded, 5 windows deep, then I think the maximum you can get is like 28 people at the same time in your shop. We're also constantly running around 240 FPS. That will also change once you have a bunch of shelves and things in yours and another people, then you go to a more normal 120 or so. But because we don't have much yet, we are getting almost 240 FPS now. But it's still okay, right? They walk in, they go to there, bam, cash register, and immediately out. It will spawn new customers. The faster you can get them out, the faster new AI will spawn in and come buy shop. And that's why you do not want to hire that staff immediately, especially Mr. Slowas there. It says normal checkout speed, but it's not normal, it's very slow. So you want to wait. My advice would be run the shop till shop level 30. That's when you can hire the very fast checkout guy. and put him on the cashier, and then you can focus on opening packs and restocking. And if your cash register over here, then you can also immediately notice the smelly boys, so you can have your spray ready to go. Till you can afford a couple of machines which will do it for you when they walk in. That's also something I learned from the other shop. You also have a sign over here. When you buy this thing, you will have a sign over here that people could, like on my other shop, I have a playroom here with all kind of play tables, and then I switch the sign here, and they walk in through here, and then you cannot. Then you need to put an extra machine in here. That's not ideal. They will walk through this door, so just only open that sign once you have that storage room, and you make that your playroom. This door will automatically open, and you cannot close it. So let them come in through the shop and let them go out through the shop, then they also have a higher chance that they will buy anything. If you let them go through the other door, then they might just play the games there and never come to your shop. All little tips and tricks, which is a higher chance that people will buy stuff. Yeah, like these things, there are 6 different colors, right? So you need 3 of these racks. You can put like the white ones there, the orange ones there, and then green, blue, and so on. So that's also something you need to think in advance, like. But don't. Also do not buy the shelves or the racks if you don't have anything to put on there, because the AI is programmed to go to a certain shelf. If there is nothing in there, they will go there, shake their head. They are dissatisfied, they walk out, and they do not buy anything. So if you have shelves, make sure there is something on it. If not, box it up till you have something to put on it. Two more customers to complete the 100 checkouts. We should be able to get that. It's only 3 PM. We have 6 hours to go. And now they want us to unlock the basic card box. I didn't even know that was a task. In my other shops I probably already unlocked it before I got this task. Let's see. But what is the price for that? 150. It's not that bad actually. Because that's what you want. You want these boxes immediately because they are going for like 25 bucks at least, I think. Maybe a bit cheaper. Somewhere between 25 and 28, depends a bit on the market. You need to keep an eye on the market as well. We're approaching 5 PM, which means it usually gets dark. You can of course run your shop dark if you don't have money for electricity. If you don't put on the light. But as soon as it hits 5 PM, I'm usually dealing with some customers and then put on the lights. Will attract more customers. And having more products will also attract more customers. And it also makes you less having to restock, because now obviously we're only selling 2 products at the moment, so we're gonna have to restock again. But if you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 shelves with different products, then you don't have to restock that much. In the beginning, of course, yeah, but once you're like a bunch of shelves out there, then you can pretty much run the whole day, and then at the end of the day, you can just restock. If you're fine with that, which I am, then you can do it all yourself. If not, you can hire a guy. But if you hire a restocker, then you also need to have boxes in the shop or on the footpath or in the storage room next door. Because otherwise you're paying these guys to do nothing, basically. Like, I'm not a fan of the fact that we are selling these things for 3.5 though. Now you see, we're almost empty now. So it's probably not a bad idea to already buy one of these. Because otherwise you're gonna have a dissatisfied customer because your shelf is empty. But now they're also probably dissatisfied because they're in a queue on the cash register. But like these things, these card sleep for instance, once you have a few products in your shop, that's not something you have to worry about. Maybe once a week or so you have to restock them, especially if you have like the 6 different colors. Now of course we had to restock during the day because it's like only one of 2 products that we are selling at the moment. And that's why you're always broke the first, I don't know, 25, 30 levels. You're probably broke unless you are, of course, mega gaming and only put 1 product in your shop. Then they will, like the card boxes, they're going for 25 or so, yeah. Welcome, sir. Smelly bastards. Yeah, you need 2 machines to spray them clean completely. Unless you can buy the big one, but I don't think so. That takes a while. Let's have a look. So yeah, these are 500 bucks. You need 2 of them. If that guy comes in, you need 2 of these machines or he will not be clean yet. So what you actually want is the 500, which unlocks at shop level 18. You can buy this thing. And then that's 1 machine, which you can then put sort of here facing that way, and then they can't get past. They have to go in and that machine will spray them. It's 9 PM, so we close up. We pay the bills. All good. There we go. Which means we have now 695 available. So, we need 5 of those. It will fill up the shelf and we will have some cards left which we can open. That's 268. We need to buy the license of this. There's 61. Is there already a problem? Because we don't have a shelf for it, do we? Yeah, we could potentially use one of these shelves here for now. But eventually you want to get this one though, which is only 150. We can afford that. These things hold 18 of these card boxes. Pretty much, I think, because we want to have 2 of them, because this will be more money, so you want to have 2 of those for every color. Like with the singular packs, we just have 1 rec, but with these we will have 2 of them. It will give you more money, but I don't know what we can buy. Not much anymore, I think, because we need to buy. This is already 278. $278. If I buy one of those, then we're at 342. Yeah, I can only buy one, and then we're gonna have to restock as soon as we sell it. Nope. And then next up we want to get the oranges. You want to get to these reds as quickly as possible. Red or purple, because they will give you most money. Not so much the single packs, they are not that much difference. The orange is probably $4, $5 for the purple, and maybe 7 or 8 for the reds, depending a bit on the market. There we go. That's completely restocked. We'll open some cards and see if we can get something good. There we go. 14 bucks. But to be able to sell this thing, because this is a new card obviously, to be able to sell this, we need to get it again. So you want to get something which is not new, and then that you could potentially sell. And you need to, that's why you need to open packs constantly. I usually do it during the evening when I'm closed, because obviously I'm doing the cash register and restocking all myself at the moment. Which I probably will keep doing till we are shop level 30, and then I will hire a cashier, and then we can open packs while that guy runs the cashier. And that's all we can do. Set the price for this thing. So we are buying them at 15 bucks. So also here, don't exaggerate by putting, oh, let's put it 30% higher. It will be too high, right? So you go market price plus 10, round it up, 30 bucks, done. But now, of course, we're gonna have to order what we have up. So if we open our album, we have still filled. It always remembers the last filter. So yeah, the highest card we have available at the moment in duplicates is 264. So it's no point in putting up your card table today, because these, if one guy instead of buying a card buys one of these boxes, they are 30. So we're gonna do one more day for this video, and then I will stop it for the first episode. Enter the day. Again, for it's always about 10-15% which are dissatisfied. We actually had some loss because again we had to buy this is gonna go through for the probably the first 20 days. We are restocking. It's gonna cost you supply. That's the supply cost. That's whatever you buy to restock, and the upgrade cost is licensing or shelves or things like that. In this case, we bought a shelf 150 and a license for 150, so it's 300 upgrade cost. Oh, what we haven't checked is the reviews. 4.54, so something was wrong. Because normally you're somewhere around 460, 470 at least. So there's got to be one review. There are always 25, 30 reviews. With people which were not happy about something. But I don't see immediately, no. They're all 4 and 5 stars. So you don't know why we have 4.5. That is something. You're looking for the 1 and 2 stars and see what their problem is. Pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna sell some stuff and we're gonna upgrade as we go. Keep an eye on them. We don't want an empty shelf. We will let them wait on the cash register if needed. Go, making sure that the shelves are not empty, because that's gonna cost you maybe 40 cents on this. Go. Hopefully they sell quickly. And then the next day we're probably just gonna restock if we can. And buy an extra shelf to put next to it, so that we have 18 boxes. Also need to keep an eye on those whitings. 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can only buy 5 or so. If the fee is not too much, that might just be not fine. Beginning it's a bit against the time you're up. We'll slow down though, the pace. The more products you have, the more the AI will vary it over. There we go. We can breathe again. One, two, three, 4 we could buy. We don't have enough money for that. But we do need to buy one of those. Always make sure that during the day you have things on your shelf. Three, 4. I think we can buy them now. The more you have there, the more they might buy. And that's of course what you want to sell at the moment, these boxes, because they're going for 30 bucks every time. Just not happy with that blue price here of 3.5. Well, we didn't have the big customers yet though. At some point you will get some big guys who buy like, they buy like 6 or 8 of those boxes. Now we can probably just run the rest of the day. But we're doing fine. We're ahead of the days with our shop level. Which means you're doing pretty okay. At a certain moment that will switch though. Seeing you need always more XP. Here we go. These are the ones we want. We got the big shoppers now. That's usually what happens if you think like, it's going slow today. Then one of these shows up. And then at the end of the day, it's probably just gonna be restocking. Pay the bills and restocking, and then we just have to run tomorrow with whatever we have. We can get the oranges for 300. But of course, that's 300 for the license, plus then you need another rec to put them in, which is another 200, so that's 500. Plus you need to buy some, 5 boxes. So we do not have enough money to do that yet. So it's just gonna be a restock day today, I think. That's sort of how you have to look every night, like what's going on. Like that guy, I just saw him say like, wow, what cheap price. So we probably have to check the market price. That's why they were probably selling that big. Those whites are up again. I guess we'll restock them once more, I guess. That's also something we need to keep doing on the side until we have enough to buy a machine. Level 8. What I could do, we still have that shelf outside. I could put the cubes on there or something. Those licenses are pretty cheap. We still have some stuff outside, right, which we had boxed up. So that is an option. To have more products, and they are also about 20 bucks each, I think. It's 9 PM. We close up. We pay the bills. So we have 911 bucks to work with. That's 3. So yeah, 2 of these squares basically is 3 boxes. That's how you need to look at it. So we need 6 of those to fill them up again. Might not be able to buy licenses. We need probably 4 of those. Yeah, definitely 4 of those. We need 1 of those. We might be able to do it. We'll check the market as well. I don't know if high enough level to buy the second color of those sleeves. We'll open one of those. This is of course tempting if you get like one which is like $1,000 or whatever. You usually get one in the first 7 days. And it's tempting to put it on the card table and actually sell it. Okay, we have 280 left. Now, can we buy the second license for these ones? No, we need level 10 here for the orange ones. But I could potentially... I could unlock the dice, but I think they're like 200 bucks each for a box. Because we do have a shelf for it. Or we could buy these. These are 100. So if we buy the 4 colors, that's 400. So that's probably for tomorrow then. Because we do have a shelf outside, where we can put those things. They will fit perfectly. We can put this one here for now. Because they hold indeed 8 or 16. 8 on one side. So you could use those shelves, but you can definitely use for these things. The cubes, you buy them in 16. So that's one row. I think we're gonna go for these ones here tomorrow. We can buy the red ones maybe. Yeah, but they're 100 bucks, you see. So you can buy the license and buy $1. and then we're out of money again. You can also put them on the top shelf though. So this is 8, we can use 4 colors here, then we have a new product, right? Now, let's check the market, see if anything crazy went up. The base stock is fine, the boxes are fine. These are a little bit up, but not much. Okay, so I don't think we'll have a look on this, but I don't think we can make it 3 though. Well, maybe. Yeah, we can actually. Okay, we can make it $3. I would like to make this one. Nah, it's still 3.5. You can't make this 4, they will not sell. I prefer to get rid of the 0 50 things. This is still fine, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is still fine. And these things are 24. So yeah, we'll run one more day in the next video. We'll start with the next day. We will run one more day, then we buy the 3 other colors of these cubes, and the rest is full. What I can also do is this. Because we have them sitting there, we don't have that many smelly customers yet. So we can as well sell a few of those, because they are going for like 14 or 15 bucks depending on the market. 14 today, apparently. And if those go out through the day, we have some extras here for personal use, in case some smelly boys comes in. So, 5 dissatisfied customers, as I said, it's always about 10-15%. Today we had 55 visitors, 5 of them were dissatisfied. So we'll go to day 5 beginning, and we will save the game. Over here on this slot, this is our 60-day shop, so. This thing always saves at the end of the day, I think. Something like that, the autosave. That's why the autosave said this day 4. And we bought 1 more license after 9 PM. Whatever you do after 9 PM is not saved, so you have to make your own save. Because we bought 1 more license, we bought the red cubes and put them on the... So if you load the autosave tomorrow, then it will not, you will not have that. So always make an extra save if you decide to leave. We'll check on the reviews, see how it's going. We went up a little bit, so I don't think we have any bad reviews today. Yep, 1 here. So yeah, it's something about a dude reaching to the top shelf, and that was probably that smelly guy. We were not in time with him because he was on the shelf. So you can sort of, you look for the 1 and 2 stars, and then it tells you your problem. Sometimes you see like a comment, something like, oh, I drove 50 miles and this product is not here. Then you need to buy the license and make sure that the next day that it's in your shop. And then this thing will go up to 4.7, 4.8. That's sort of the rating. Some of these guppies like, oh, really cool plays in them, but then you like super positive and you only get 4 stars. But you're mainly looking for, every day they're like 25 or 30 or something. So you scroll through that and you look for 1 and 2 stars and see if they want something specific, and then you buy that license if you can. But we're getting somewhere, you know. Now you could potentially, if you want to make it properly. You could put a table out, it will play, people will play during the day, but those people will not buy anything. That's the problem. That's why I have a play table, but when we have a bigger shop later on, we might put some tables out. If you do put a table out, I would advise you put one table on the window, right? So you have one table on the window. If you expand, you put a second table. Expand, third table, 4, 5, 6 tables eventually. Or you do what I intend to do, is buy this storage whenever we have 5,000 available, and then make that your playroom. And when you expand it, the same. That's what I eventually want to do, is run 5 windows probably, and then the 2 last ones I will make my storage. Instead of there, I will make it there, and then make this just a playroom. But do keep the entry closed here, so that you have to come through here. Then you only need to buy one of these cleaning machines. If you make the entry sign open on the other door as well, then you need another machine there. And then you can put a machine here, one of those 500ers to clean, and then somewhere over there at the end, when they walk, if they come in with 2 at the same time and they walk into this door, then that other machine will catch them as well. But that is only what was it, level 18 or something before we can buy them. So yeah, now you're always gonna fight with the bills, and then you have to buy licensing and more products, but we're on our way, right? If we play one more day, we probably can buy the orange card sleeves, which is an extra product. We can buy these yellow, green and blue cubes. So then we have 4 cubes over here. And then the day after that, we might buy an extra one of these shelves, and then buy the dices. They're extra products. They go for somewhere between 18 and 25 bucks. And the license is only cheap, right? It's 50 bucks only, and the other ones are 100 bucks, right? We already bought the red one, so we buy green, yellow and blue tomorrow. That's 300 bucks for the license. And you have different products which are all going 20, 30 bucks, so you will make more money. You want boxes basically. Either these ones or some stuff like that. Because these things, yeah, 3.5. If somebody buys 2 of them, that's 7 bucks. Not great. If you want to make a little bit of cash on the extra, you could potentially put this table out here. But the problem is, you're gonna have some people, they're gonna sit here like half a day. And you're charging, with a standard event, you're charging 7 bucks an hour. So you're gonna get, if they're sitting here from 8 AM till midday, when you're gonna get 28 from these guys. So they're occupying 2 AI spots in here on the table. That's 1 box. That's 1 guy. So in 4 hours time, there are more people coming in buying boxes there. So, but it is limited. You get like, in a shop like this, probably 5-6 people maximum at the same time in your store. So that's why I do not put that play table up. I just put it up to get that tutorial out of the way, and I boxed it up. The same with the card table. If you do not have cards, 10 cards, which are more than 20 bucks, and another 2 pages in your album so that you can restock during the day. So you need like 3 pages which are 20 bucks or more, otherwise there's no point in putting out that table during the day. It's going to only cost you money. So yeah, we'll keep expanding the shop. I might move that cash register eventually, because it doesn't need to be here. Eh? You can put it in the corner here, then you have an overview over your whole shop, what's going on. And that will also give you room here to put some things. I think eventually I'm going to end up with the sleeves being here on 6 different racks. There are 6 different colors. And then over here we'll do the packs, and then over there the boxes. Something like that. At the moment we'll keep it like this. I'm also going to keep it like this because, yeah, this was the first one in the series. It's a 2-hour video eventually. But yeah, I also explained whatever is on the phone and things like that. So the next day, next time we come with a video, we can probably do like 10 days or so in the video. Now we did 5 days, plus a lot of explanation what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. why I'm using those shelves and those shelves, way more capacity than those things. But these things are fine because you buy these things in 8 or 16, these cubes. So that's why we're going to use these shelves. For the cubes and also for the board games. Potentially. But these things, for these boxes are better. Until we can get that thing here, which is I also leveled. A lot of stuff level 30, which actually matters. This one here, this is the best one. This has a capacity of 64. And it's pretty small. So you can put a bunch of in your store of that, and you can put like 64 of those boxes on there. Now we have 18. Right. 2 of these squares is 3 boxes that you buy, so that's 12. But we already have 2 shelves now, right? So we have 36 now at the moment, but you can put like one of those longer shelves here with 64. So this is fine. This is 160. So this is, for the normal packs, this is probably the best shelf because it can hold 160. You can put these things also in one of these, but that's only 144 because you can put F48 in that thing. And over here it's only 96. 32 on top, 32 there, and 32 there. 96. So these shelves are not great. Although when you start playing this game, it only gives you one of these shelves. So yeah, 96 here, 144 here, or 160 here. 160 there is better, of course. So that's why I'm buying these things. And for these, if you put those in there, that's only 4. So this is better over here. That's why I'm working with those kind of shelves for those kind of products. Anyway, that will be it. We'll save the game again to be sure, but this save should include the red boxes. The autosave does not, because that's at 9 PM. That's when it autosaves, at 9 PM exactly. But we did some stuff after 9 PM. Which means you have to, if you quit the game, make sure you make an extra save or you will not have it. At least not at the moment, because yeah, these things, I think there were already 3 this week. We had 0.49, 49.1, 49.2. It's early access. This thing is, things are, you can sort of see the roadmap over here. Things are changing every day or every 2 days if you play this game. Like for instance, the review app was not so big of a deal, but now it is apparently. It's influencing how much customers you have the next day. So if you have a bad review in your phone thing there. Anyway, the Card Shop Simulator, episode 1, from day 1 to day 5, plus explaining whatever I was doing. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow, maybe one of the next days, you will see another video come up with probably day 5 to day 15 or something. We'll see you guys then. As for today, thanks for watching. Bye bye.